What's going on, guys? John with the Pro Cut, and back out here with my 3D printer. You guys know that I've got this Creality Ender 3 V2 now that I got from my father-in-law because we got him a new one. So I just picked up an enclosure for it because I've watched a couple of videos saying that if you have it in an enclosure, it'll keep the heat more even and print better. So let's go ahead and get this box open and see what this enclosure looks like. And we're gonna move the printer over here onto this desk because my wife is starting to get a little antsy about me taking over her space. So we're gonna move it over here, as well as getting rid of some other stuff. Alright, pick you up here so make sure you're seeing everything. So here's the enclosure. It's just canvas. It's also fire retardant. And then it's just got a little, feels like fiberglass rods and plastic connectors. So it kind of goes together like a tent. Alright, so let's see what we need here. Go ahead and set you guys over here. Okay, so we got our three-way pipes and two-way pipes, and then there's three different length pipes. So you got number 3, number 1, and number 2. Okay, so these number 1s go across the front and back. The number 2s go across the sides. And then the number 3s are the verticals. Alright. So, again, number 1s are going to be for the front and backs. So let's go ahead and put 4 of these together. So they're just going together using the straight connector, and then just make sure everything is pushed in. So they all should be the same length when they're all pushed in. And then we're going to go ahead and add a corner onto each end. These ones seem to be a little bit tougher to get to go all the way in, but am I going the wonder if it matters. I don't think it matters. So these ones don't quite go all the way into the corners, which is fine, as long as they're all in the same distance. And then I'm going to put the other ends on as well, and then they'll just get lined up the same way. Alright, now we can take the side ones, which are going to be the number 2s, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put those together with our straight connectors. And same thing. And then once you have them, just make sure that your connectors are pushed all the way in can check them just by seeing that they're all the same length. And then these are your sides. So you could take one of them. This thing is quite a bit larger than I thought it was going to be. All right. And then you can just push everything together good and tight. So there's the bottom laid out. And then we can go ahead and do the same for our top. And then just give them a little push so they're all into place where they need to be. All right, so there's our top, and then you've got your long poles, which are going to be your uprights. And again, they go together the same way, and it looks like they give you one spare butt connector, which is nice of them, just in case you break something. This whole video is going to be in real time. I'm not going to edit anything out of here. That way you'll know exactly how long this is going to take you to build. Plus or minus a few minutes, depending on your skill level. And then you'll stick these in. Hopefully the camera is picking up some of this. I know I'm not going to be fully in frame here, but it's all just push fit. All right, and then you can kind of move it around. That way you can go ahead and get all these corner ones pushed in really good. Okay. And then we go ahead and get our canvas out. Open her up. And go ahead and unzip your enclosure. I'm going to take and set the frame in the enclosure down here on the floor. It is a little fiddly. All right. Got the front in. Now I can pull the back up in and then go ahead and get the other sides in. It's a nice tight fit. Okay, and then I see there's a little hole in the back and there's a hole to the left side. Let me go ahead and set this back up on the table and grab you guys and show you what we got going on here. Okay, so you've got a full enclosure now. I'm going to go ahead and partially zip these top ones, and then I'm just going to flip the door open so you can see it's got this silver fire retardant stuff in here. You've got a hole in the back there where your power cord goes through. On this side over here, you've got a pocket that you could put, you know, whatever you want to in there. And then on this side, there's a door that you can open up if you had an exterior spool mount or something. So now we're ready, and I can go ahead and get the machine and put the machine in here. So I'm going to pause you at this point. I'll get the machine in here, run the cable through the back, and we can go ahead and start up our next print. All right, guys, so now I'm back. I've got the machine put inside, and you definitely do need all that room with the spool on the top and side to side, front to back. It definitely has to. Just looking at the machine, you don't think that the enclosure needs to be this big, but it absolutely does. So now the machine is plugged in. You can see the cord is going through the back over there. I don't need this side open because I've got top spool. So now we can go ahead and start our next print, because I'm ready to do that. Let's see, actually, now that I was fiddling with this machine, I'm going to go ahead and tram my deck, or some people might call leveling the deck. So the first thing you do is preheat everything for PLA. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done, and then I'm going to start this next print. But this video can end here because it was about this enclosure that takes up a monster amount of space. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in this enclosure after this print. I may take it down for now until I have a bigger space of my own to put it, because when my wife comes in here and sees this, she's probably going to have a fit. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. You are appreciated.